Yeah, students. So, yesterday we start discussing calculations, divisibility rules. You can ask me, sir, why we are discussing all these concepts? The very reason of this is so simple. So, if we know the calculation techniques fairly, because you may be able to do the questions quickly, so if you want to do the question quickly, you should be very strong at calculations. Student, first of all, I want to tell you one thing very clear. In competitions, the major hurdle is only the time. If you have the sufficient number, if you have the sufficient time, obviously you can answer almost any of the questions within the given time. So, because of the reason, if at all, if you are so serious contestant for any competitive examination like CRT program whatsoever, you should be focusing more on calculations. Yeah, I understand that, yes, the calculation part is a little boring for you. Yes, I understand that. Yes, I do agree with you, but we have no other option, but we have to do this. Unless we are so strong at calculation part, how can we handle the quiz paper within the given time, because the time is so precious. You are given a very little time to answer all the questions. I hope you understand this, right, student? So, please, So, whatever the doubts you must be having so far, you please keep with you, my dear students. Yes, somebody asked me to discuss the previous paper, I will be doing that. Once we are done with this numerical calculation, in one day, we will be discussing all your doubts. Because you can understand that it is not easy to answer all your questions, because the time is so short and there are hundreds of people in the class. Do understand that. Okay, man, now we are moving to a very interesting topic, divisibility rules. Yesterday, we discussed what is a divisibility rule. Students, so as far as the divisibility rule of 2 and 4 and 8 is concerned, we have a very almost a similar method. If you want to check it out whether the number is divisible by 2 or not, it is enough to focus on the last digit. You just forget about the remaining all digits. If the last digit is even number, or if the last digit is 0, yes, you can say that the number is divisible by 2. And if you want to check whether the number is divisible by 4, it is enough to check the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits are divisible by 4, or else if the last 2 digits are zeros, we can conclude the number is divisible by 4. And for 8, the same technique, we can see the last 3 digits. I hope you understand this. So, 2, 4 and 8 have the same, what I can tell you is the same divisibility rule. The only difference is we need to check whether last 2 digits or last 3 digits. Student, I think now you must be confident of answering this question. Now, let me check whether you the person could able to answer this question or not. Are you ready, man? Right? So, guys, I think you must be ready now. Now, take the test. I think you will be able to answer this question with an ease. Look at that. 3, 4, 2, 4. My dear students, let me tell you, let me ask a question to you. Is this number is divisible by 2? Is this number is divisible by 2? Yes, because the last digit is 4. So, it is divisible by 2. Yeah. My dear students, so now my question to you, is this number is divisible by 4? Yeah, students, please do respond. Is the number is divisible by 4? What is your comment? Yeah. Is this particular number is divisible by 4? Come on, student. Yes. I think you are taking a lot of time, man. You can quickly, yes. Wonderful, yes. The very reason is because the last 2 digits are divisible by 4. Since 24 is divisible by 4, we can conclude the given number is divisible by 4. We do not bother about the remaining digits, we bother only the last 2 digits. Now, here we go. Student, my question to you, is this number is divisible by 8? Come on, student. My question to you, is this number is divisible by 8? Yes or no? Please respond. We need to check whether the number is divisible by 8 or not. Students, you must be very quick, man. You must be very quick because you are very good at typing. I know that because I could see the SMS you usually send to your friends. You are so quick. I appreciate that you have to show your efficiency right now. Quick, do respond. Yes, exactly. It is divisible by 8. It is divisible by 8, man. How can we say that? Because the 424 is divisible by 8. 424 by 8. It cancels for 53 times. Therefore, to see the divisibility rule, yes, it is divisible by 2, and we can conclude that it is divisible by 4 as well as it is divisible by 8. I hope you understand. So, I can say that yes, it is divisible by 8. Very good. Student, now you come to know how to see the divisibility rules. Now, I just give you one exercise. Let me check how quick you are at answering this question. Here we go. Student, if I say that 3, some number is there here, and of course it is 0, 4. My question to you, student, please respond, is this number is divisible by 2? Is this number is divisible by 2? Of course, there may be any digit. I am not very clear about the digit. Therefore, I have given hash. I am not very clear whether what digit it is. But still, can we say that this number is divisible by 2? Please respond. Come on, student. Taking lot of time. I think you need to be very quick, man. Yes, very good. Yes, it is yes. Your answer should be yes. Very well. Because the last digit is 4. So, when the last digit is 4, we can conclude that the number is divisible by 2. We do not require the digit over here because that is absolutely irrelevant for us. Very well done. My student, my dear students, now I want to put one more question to you, and please be ready. Here we go. Exactly, yes, exactly. Very good. Now, student, please listen to me. Whether this number is divisible by 4? Yes. My answer is yes, and you can also convince. The very reason is because the last 2 digits 0, 4, 0, 4 is divisible by 4, 0, 4 is 4 only. Therefore, we can conclude that the number is divisible by 4. The very reason is the last 2 digits are divisible by 4. We do not require what digit in place of hash, because it has nothing to do with that. Now, my question to you, my dear students, is this number is divisible by 8? That we need to confirm. Is this number is divisible by 8? Yeah, very good. Come on, student, you should be so alert and you should be very interactive, because we need to learn together. It is not just I am teaching and you are listening. It is not like any history or economics. You should be interactive. Yeah, that's very good. We can't say whether this number is divisible by 8 or no. The reason is to say that you can't say no, man. You can't say no. You can't say neither yes nor no. The reason is it may be divisible or may not be divisible depending on the last digit. So, let us check it out. If at all it has to be divisible by 4, what it should be. Here we go. Student, so to see whether this number is divisible by 8, we must see that the last 3 digits. But the problem is, for example, if I put 1 in the place of hash, this number is divisible by 8. Come on, student. Come on. 104 is divisible by 8. If I put 1 in place of hash, yes, very good. If I put 1 in place of hash, it is divisible by 4, because 104 is divisible by 8. You know that. If we have 1 in place of hash. My dear student, if I put 4 in place of hash, if I put 4 in place of hash, is 404 is divisible by 8? Is 404 is divisible by 8? Come on student, you should be very quick. It is an interactive class, you should be very quick. Is 404 is divisible by 8? Yes, it is not divisible by 8. So what I mean by saying this, my dear students, what I mean by saying this, that's very good. So what I mean by saying this, we can't say whether this number is divisible by 8 or not. To confirm that, we should be knowing what should be in place of ash. I hope you understand. Okay, so this is all about divisibility rules of 2, 4 and 8. Student, I think we can move ahead. So students, are you okay with this 3 models, man? Are you okay with this? 2, 4, 8 is okay for you? Probably yes, you must be, because you must be having in your school level, but of course we need to be very quick in answering this question. Very good, very good, very good. So very good, my dear students. So first you completely focus and be interactive, and after we are done, I will be giving you some quick tests, very quick test. Come on, here we go. So next, note number 4, rule number 4. Please write down. A number is divisible by 3. A number is divisible by 3. A number is divisible by 3 if sum of the digits of the number, if sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 3. If sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 3. Note number 5. Note number 5. A number is divisible by 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits of the number, if sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 9. If sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 9. Yes student, now I think you are very confident now. So probably yes, this is so simple. 3 and 9, we have a very same technique. Let me check it out. So for your sake, here we go. Student, if my question is whether 213 is divisible by 3, then what I do? Of course it is divisible by 3, but it divisible by 71 times. You can clearly see that 7 and 1, 71. But if the number is a little bigger, for example 4, 6, 2, 1, 9, whether this number is divisible by 3. Very simple concept. Simply what we do, you know, 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9. Let me see what is the number over here. 10, 12, 22. Because 22 is not divisible by 3, we conclude this number is not divisible by 3. So the technique for divisible by 3 is so simple, man. It is only to see that sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. My dear students, my question to you, here we go. 4, 1, 6, 3 and let me suppose some ash. My question to you, is this number is divisible by 3? Okay, you can't say that, because divisibility of 3 happens only in addition of the digits. We have no other rule to follow. So let me add up the remaining digits except ash. 4 plus 1 plus 6 plus 3. Tell me student, what is the number so far? 4, 1, 5, 11, 14. My dear students, so far we got 14. At the moment 14 is certainly not divisible by 3, but we have a chance of putting a digit in place of ash. You understand that? Excluding ash, so far we have 14, but we should be having something in place of ash. Let me check it out what we place in place of ash. Let me put 1 in place of ash. If I put 1, so then it is 15. 15 is divisible by 3. Therefore, what is the least number I can give for ash? Is 1. Is 1. Student, is 1 is only one of the option or only option? Please respond. Is 1 is one of the option or only option? Yes, somebody says keep 1. Yes, I already kept 1 and I get it. So, do you think that only we have to keep 1 or any other number we can keep? Please respond. Please respond. Come on student, yes. You said 1, okay, I did with 1 and yes, I got the answer. And do you think that we can keep any other number, man? Come on, come on. Student, yeah, you can respond, man, you can respond, yes. Yeah, it is one of the option. If you think it is one of the option, tell me what other number, what other digit, what other number we can place. What other number we can place? Very good, very good. You can place 4 and in place of ash, we can also take 4. 14 plus 4 is 18, 18 is also divisible by 3, yes. So, it is not just only we can keep 1 man, we can also keep 4 in place of ash. Not just 4, we can also keep 7. Because 21 is also divisible by 3, which means to say that in place of ash, we have a chance of keeping 3 different digits. What is that? 1, 4 and 7. Student, are you getting it, man? Yeah, very good, very good. That's very good, that's very good. Keep doing, keep doing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Therefore, the least number is of course 1. The greatest number is of course 7. If the number is to be divisible by 3, the least number that we can keep is 1. The greatest number is 7. Student, yes, am I clear to you, man? Am I clear to you? I hope so. I must be clear to you. And if you think, if you can put any question to me, yes, you are. I hope yes. So, the same rule is applicable for 9 as well. The same rule is applicable for 9 as well. Now, we are done. So, we understand what is 4, what is the divisibility rule by 3 and of course 9. Please continue. Rule number 6. A number is divisible by 5. A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is, so once explain, okay student, I will do it, I will do it. Yeah, I will do it, I will do it. I will tell you, my dear student, I will tell you. A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is either 0 or 5. Either 0 or 5. Okay. Next rule, rule number 7. Rule number 7. A number is divisible by 10 if the last digit is 0. If the last digit is 0. Anyway, these two rules are very familiar to you. I don't want to waste your time because you are so good at it. Student, tell me what is the point you just want to raise? Sir, why can't we take, what do you mean by saying that, man? Okay. What is your point? 1077. What is 1077? I did not get your question right. No problem. Okay. We go ahead. We go ahead. First, let me clear the points, and I think at the end of the session, you will be getting complete clarity. Okay. At the moment, you may be having a little confusion for sure, but it's not like. Next rule, my dear students. A number is divisible by 11. A number is divisible by 11. First, let me complete, my dear students, then I answer all your questions. A number is divisible by 11 if the difference of some of the alternate digits, if the difference of some of the alternate digits is either 0 or divisible by 11, is either 0 or divisible by 11. Student, plus first let me explain you, and once you got the point, and you can put any of the question if you have it. Student, if I give a question something like this, 4202, whether this is divisible by 11, the process is so simple, man. Alternate 4 plus 0 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, and the difference of these two is 0, then we conclude that this number is divisible by 11. So, divisibility of 11 is so simple, man. We can simply take difference. Okay. So, I think because this is not very new one, because already you might be having. So, I do not think this is any confusion right at the moment. I think now it is time to respond. Student, so far so good. Yes, we could able to discuss all the points, right? Now this time I will be giving you one question. You should say yes or no, and you will be given only 10 seconds to respond each question. Okay, only 10 seconds. You should be able to respond to the question with seconds. Only one single question in one slide. You should be you must say yes or no. That's it. Nothing more than that. Come on, student, be ready, man. Be ready with your messages and everything. Come on. You should be focusing. Here we go. Say yes or no. Quick. Time is up. Time is up. Yes. Come on. Immediately, without wasting your time, you must be able to say yes or no. Yes. Whether it is divisible by 4 or not. Come on, student. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can message quickly, man. You can message quickly. Yes. You should be able to say yes or no. Very good. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Because to see the whether it is divisible by 4, we can see the last two digits. The last two digits are 44. We don't bother about the remaining digits whatsoever, because we have nothing to do with that. As we have nothing to do with that, very well done, very well done. Yes, 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 yes. Even quickly, man, even quickly, because I know that you are very good at messaging. So I expect you should be able to message as quick as possible. Therefore, your answer is yes. Very simple and very clear. Now here we go, my dear students. Another question, I am moving on. So yes, this question is all done. Now yes, we are moving to next one. Here we go. Next. Whether it is divisible by 2 or not. You see, you just say yes or no, that's it. Nothing more than that. Yes or no, that's it. If you say yes or no. Not 2, man, either one. Yes, it is, because the last digit is 0, it is divisible by 2. We don't mind whatever we have here, because it can be anything like. My only concern is to see that the last digit is either 0 or even number. Therefore, yes, what you said is right, man. Yes, absolutely yes. Therefore, the number is divisible by 2. Now, I think we can move on to next one, my dear students, with more perfection and with more clarity. Here we go, my dear students. Try to respond quickly. Here we go. Say yes or no. Quick. Come on, student, yes. Yes, so simple. Yes, exactly, yes. The very reason is we need to check with 11. So, that is the divisibility rule we need to apply. Yeah, 7 plus 7 plus 7 alternately this is 21. And here we go, 7 plus 7 plus 7 alternately we have 21, and of course, the difference is 0. We conclude that the number is divisible by 11. Yeah, very good, man, very good, man, very good. Even more quickly, man, even more quickly. You should be very quick. Here we go. It seems that yes, we are going very strong. Now, here is another question ready to take, man. And as quickly as you see the slide, you should be able to respond very quickly. Very good, very good. Okay, student, now just keep going. Here is the question. Yes or no? Whether this number is divisible by 4. Yes or no? Yes, of course, because the last 2 digits are zeros. So, when the last 2 digits are zeros, we can take it granted that this number is divisible by 4. We do not mind with the remaining digits. Yes. Students, please stay back. Wait for a moment. Wait for a moment. Before I get into the next slides, student 5 or 6. Right. Student, your messages should be very concise, because if you write a very big message, it is very difficult for me to take. Right. Yeah, very good. Now, student, please stay on. Just stay. Here we go. Yeah, so far so good. Yes, we are doing extremely well. Now, my question to you, just if I have to check whether this is divisible by 9. If I say that whether this is divisible by 9, right at the moment we can't say anything. The very reason is the divisibility rule of 9 is 3 plus dollar plus percent plus 0 plus 0, isn't it? We have to get a sum of a minimum 9. But the problem is, so far 3 plus 0, 0, we got only 3. We have to get 6. Which mean to say that we should know what are these two. You can take 2, 4. Yeah, you can take $2 as 4. Of course, this 4, and you can take this 2. And you can give 1, and of course you can give 5, something like that, but make sure that dollar and percentage together should be 6, because at the moment we have only 300. But to be divisible by 9, the sum of the digits must be a minimum 9. I hope you understand this. Student, yes, somebody get me some question. What is that, man? What is your point? Yeah, I tell you. Please wait. Oh, okay. So, mobile, you cannot type your answer by mobile. I understand yours. Problem, my dear students, I am sorry for that, but okay, I understand your difficulty, but try to because even with the mobile you can, maybe it is not easy to type message, but try to message as quickly as possible. I understand that. I think you must be watching through mobile. It may be difficult for you to get the message. Never mind. So check yourself, right? So students, yes, there may be some difficulties. We should come out of the difficulties. We should not always point out the difficulties. But I appreciate that you are doing a very good work. Now here we go, my dear students. One more slide for you. So let's just check whether you are able to do this question or not. Here we go. Say yes or no. Okay, right. Come on, student. Just focus. Whether this is divisible by 8 or no. You must respond yes or no. That's it. Nothing more than that. Say yes or no. That's all. Very good. Yeah, I get it. I get the point. Wonderful. That's excellent. Student, we can't say either yes or no. How can you say yes, man? It is not that easy to yes, because to see that whether it is divisible by 8, so we have to check the last 3 digits. The problem is this is ash, and of course the remaining 2 numbers are 4. Unless we know what is in place of ash, we can say whether it is divisible by 8 or not. I hope you understand this. What, man? Did you get my point? Because to see that whether it is divisible by 8 or not, we should be able to confirm what is there in ash. If we don't know that, we can't say. Come on, student, please respond me. Yes, we can't say. Please respond to me. What should be in place of ash to see that this number is divisible by 8? What should be in place of ash to see that this number is divisible by 8? Come on, student. Very good. I appreciate that you are correcting your answer so quickly. What should be in place of ash to say that it is divisible by 8? Are you sure? I think it is. I don't think so. Yes, of course, that is one number. Yeah, very good. Yeah, one, very good, 1. So 144. 144 is divisible by 8. 18 times. Very good. So that is the least number we can have in place of ash. Not 0, man, it should be 1, because 144 is divisible by 8. Student, I hope that yes, you got the point right. Now this is the time that you should be taking an exercise. Are you ready, man? So let us see how good you are taking the test. 1 is okay. Of course, you can also have 3. 1 is okay. You can also have 3. You can also have something more. But 1 is the least number. Okay. Students, now here is the test. Student, here. Ready? Now this is the test for you. So the time given to answer all the 5 questions is only 40 seconds. Is it okay for you? I think 40 seconds is okay. Are you ready, man? 45 seconds. Okay, you take 5 more seconds. Here we go. Your time starts now. 45 seconds. Pick. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time is up. I hope that within 45 seconds you should be able to say yes or no. Yeah. Let us check one by one. Yes or no. Here we go. So, question number 1. So, we have to see whether this is divisible by 6 or no. Student, actually I never gave you the divisibility rule for 6. There is no separate rule for 6. If a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, we say that the number is divisible by 6. 2 into 3 is 6. So, we need to check whether this is divisible by both 2 and 3. Of course, this is divisible by 2 because the last digit is even. But unfortunately, this is not divisible by 3. Am I right? What, man? So, it is not divisible by 3. I hope you understand this, because we do not have a separate rule for 6 man. So, combination of 2 and 3 is enough. Therefore, question number 1, your answer is no. The reason it is said no, because that particular number is not divisible by 3. Sum of the digits must be divisible by 3. See, 6, 13, 20, 26. 26 is not divisible by 3. Student, am I clear to you, man? I hope you understand this. Do you understand that? Okay, very good. Now look at this. Yes, the second one is divisible by 5 because the last digit is 5. Therefore, no confusion. Oh, we have 15. There is no separate rule for 15. So, we can take 3 into 5. If a number is divisible by 3 as well as 5, we say that it is divisible by 15. Let me check it out. Yes, because the last digit is 5, therefore, it is divisible by 5. Now, we have to check with 3. 3, come on. 8 plus 7, 15, 15 plus 7, 22, 27. Therefore, a big yes. Student, yes, am I clear to you, man? Am I clear to you? Very good. Am I clear to you? There is no separate rule for 15. 3 and 5 is 15. It is enough to find. Yeah. So, 11. So, let me check. 8 plus 7, 15, 7 plus 18, 15, 15 minus 15 is 0. Therefore, it is divisible by 11. Here we go. The last two digits 44. Therefore, it is divisible by 4. So, no, yes. See, yes, if at all, if you answered all the questions, you might have taken only 45 seconds, means almost less than 10 seconds. 10 seconds is a very big number, man. Within 10 seconds, Jacob won Olympic gold medal, 100 meters. So, 10 seconds is not a small time. If you really use it effectively, it is a big time. Student, may I know that? Yes, are you okay, man? Excellent. All my answers are correct. I appreciate student. I really appreciate that. Yes, very well done. Yes, anybody else? I think yes, we are doing extremely well. Student, before I skip on to the next one, let me know. Yeah. Okay, very fine. Please let me know whether you could be able to get it right. And do you have any questions to me? Yes. Wonderful. All are correct. Student, I think that we can move on to next slide. And now we are moving to next slide. This slide will be consisting of 4 questions. The time I am going to give you is 1 minute. Right? Student, yes, I think with your permission I can move on to next one. Yeah. Ready? Here we go. Your time starts now. 1 minute. Oh. One minute, my student. Please wait a moment. Yeah, I am sorry for that. You can start right now. Time is running out. I hope that yes, we might have taken sufficient time. I think I gave you more than 1 minute. Okay, student. Now yes, it is all done. Now just let me know the answers from your side. Yeah, here we go. Question number 1. If 7 ash 3 2 is divisible by 3, see 7 ash 3 2. It should be divisible by 3. Of course, divisibility rule is so simple, man. 7 plus 3 plus 2, 7 plus 3 plus 2, which is 12. 12 is already divisible by 3. 12 is already divisible by 3, which means to say that there may be 0. Ash can be 0 because we don't require any other number, because it is already divisible by 3. Therefore, the smallest number we can place in place of ash is 0. That is question number 1. Right? Now, we move on to next question. Second question. Here we go. In question number 2, come on student, same question once again. 7, 3, ash, 3, 3 and then we 2. Now, here we go. Let us see what is this particular sum. 7 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. What is sum at the moment, man? 10, 13, 16, 18. 18 is already divisible by 3, which means to say that in place of ash we can have 0, we can have 3, 6 and of course the greatest number may be 9. Very well done, my dear students. So, first one is 0, second one is 9. Student, am I clear to you about the first 2 questions? Students, please respond. Am I clear to you? As far as first and second questions are concerned, what do you think? Am I clear to you? If you think yes, it is okay. If you think I am good, I think I will be moving on to next 2 questions. Come on, student. First option is A, second option is 9. Am I clear to you, man? Please respond. First one is 0, the second one is 9. That is the smallest and this is the greatest number. Yes? Very good. Now, this is the time I should be moving on to next question number 3. Here we go. Student, check it out. Question number 3, 7, 6, 4, at the rate and 8. We must see that this is divisible by 4. So, the divisibility of 4, ash, so at the rate 8. So, it is enough to have 0, 8 because 0, 8 is 8 only, 0, 8 means 8 only and hence what is the smallest number, man? 0. So, question number 3, your answer is 0. I hope I am clear to you, right? Now, we move on to question number 4. Here we go. 7, 6, 4, ash 8. We must see that whether this is divisible by 8 or not. To see whether it is divisible by 8 or not, we better focus on the last 3 digits. Come on student, may I know what we may be having in place of ash? I think we can have 0, 0, 408 is divisible by 8. But what you find? You are asked to find the greatest value, which means to say that we can have 8. What man? So, what is the greatest number we may be having? So, the greatest number we may be having is 8, because 488 is divisible by 8. I hope I am clear to you, man. Right. So, this is all about divisibility rules. I hope that you enjoy this. Now, I can see that from the options you are giving to me, you seem to be so interesting, and yes, very good. Enough. Student, so this is all about divisibility rule, and some more questions to get even more into this topic. For example, student, if I have to, if I give you, if I ask you to check whether a number is divisible by, let me suppose that whether a number something like this is divisible by 12 or not. If I put a question to you like this, we don't have a separate, student, yeah, tell me. Third question, you are asking me to explain question number 3. Okay, I will be doing that. First, you please focus on this. Here we go. If I ask you to check whether it is divisible by 12, there is no separate rule for 12. If we check it out with 3 and 4, it is enough. So, it is sufficient to see whether it is divisible by 3 as well as 4. So, no separate rule for 12. I hope you understand this. Okay. So, now we are so clear, so confident. So far, so good. So, what we see so far is, we have seen what is the divisibility rule for 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, 6 you do not require 6 man, because 2 into 3 is 6. 7 we do not have a convenient rule for 7, and 8 yes we know 9, we know 10, we know 11, and of course, there is no separate rule for 12, 3 into 4 is 12, something like that. So, now it is so convenient to see that whether it is divisible by numbers or not. And of course, student, if I ask, if there is some interesting point, if I give you 30 to 63, whether it is divisible by 13 or not. Not actually important, because apart from 12, I do not think that we require any 13, 14, 15. It is enough. So, but 13 we have a very simple technique, students. So, tell me how many thousands we must be having over here? How many thousands we have in this number? 3, 2, 6, 3. How many thousands? 3 thousands. Other than 3000, 263. So, 263 and we have 3. Difference of 263 and 3 is 260. Because 260 is divisible by 13, we conclude that the number is divisible by 13. Not actually important, man, not really important, but only out of interest. If at all, if you want to do, you can do it. But we don't require, we don't require this number. 13, up to 13 is not required. But anyway, because we have taken up this topic, let us discuss one more question. Here we go. 11167. 11167, whether it is divisible by 13 or not. If I give you whether this number is divisible by 13 or not, we have a very simple technique. Now, we are checking out whether it is divisible by 13. Let me tell you, 11,167. How many thousands do we have? 11,000. Other than 11,000, 167. 167 and 11. What is the difference between these two? 156. 156 is divisible by 13 for how many times? I hope you understand this. Yeah. Okay, student. So, this is all about divisibility rules. Now, I think now you can practice, and if there are any some new questions or something like that, you can ask me, we can easily identify that. Okay? Yeah. So, this is about divisibility rules. I hope that yes, you might have get it. And if you still have any questions, okay, you keep with you, we will be discussing in one particular day. Now, we move on to next one, the last digit. This is a very interesting point. This is a very interesting point. Yeah. Student, actually, to check whether the number is divisible by, what is the last digit in the expansion, we have a very simple technique. For example, if I tell you that 211, if I square this number, I will be getting a huge one. 211 whole square is a very huge one. Okay, let it be a very big number, whatever it is. Tell me, student, I am not very clear whatever the number, but the last digit has to be 1. If I square 211, so I do not know the exact number, but it is absolutely clear that the last digit is only 1, because when 1 is given in the end, so expansion, after expansion, the last digit is anyway 1, we do not get any other number, you see. See, 211 whole power 13. Tell me what is the last digit, man? What is the last digit in this case? Okay, forget about the number. I do not want the number. My only concern is what is the last digit. I do not want the number. My only concern is what is the last digit. 211 whole power 13, you are multiplying 211 for 13 times. It is a big deal. Even if you use a calculator, I think it takes a lot of time, but never mind. By using our common sense, we can easily conclude that the last digit is 1, therefore. I hope you understand this. Very good, very good. So, this is a very interesting point. If we take any number, if the last digit is 1, if you multiply that particular number for any number of times, forget about the result, but the last digit is absolutely 1. You understand that? Fine. For example, if 25 is multiplied for 4 times, if I take 25 and if I start multiplying for 4 times, so if my question is what is going to be the last digit, very interesting, I do not want the result, but the last digit is 5. If you multiply 5 for any number of times, the last digit is 5 only. I do not want about the result, but it is 5. Student, if 125 is multiplied for 21 times, tell me what is going to be the last digit? What is going to be the last digit? Of course, the last digit is 5. If you multiply 5 for any number of times, just forget about the result altogether, but the last digit is 5 only. I hope you are getting the point right. What ma'am? Right. Student, for example, if I take 26 and start multiply the number for 8 times, please understand the last digit is 6. Interesting. You understand that. For example, if I take 6, 6 and if I start multiply this number for 13 times, if I start multiply for 13 times, forget about the result whatsoever, but the last digit is 6. I hope you understand this, isn't it? So 1, 5 and 6, right? For example, if I give some simple exercise like this, come on student, 211 it is multiplied for 61 times, come on, and 145 it is multiplied for 14 times, and for example 1006 if it is multiplied for 17 times. May I know what is going to be the last digit in 3 cases? Please do respond. In all the 3 cases, I don't want the result, man. I don't want the result. I am looking only the last digit. If you just look, if you start getting the result, it is a huge task. It's not that easy. Even with the calculator, it is not that easy. Very good, very good, very good. Wonderful. That's so simple. Because the last digit is 1. So whatever the number it is, but in the expansion you will be getting 1. Whatever the number it is, in the expansion you will be getting 5. And in the expansion you will be getting 6. This is a very significant point in getting the last digit. This is a very interesting point, and we will be discussing this topic tomorrow and with some more different concepts. I hope that you are getting the point right. Students, my intention is not just only to teach you, but also to make you a part of this session. Because if you don't be a part of this session, I don't think that you will be getting the perfect. Student, whatever you learn, my sincere advice to all of you, try to learn with perfection. Only in perfection you will be able to get the best out of this. Because in competitive examination, in CRT program whatsoever, this is mandatory. So when the topic is known to be mandatory, why don't we get it perfect, man? Right. I understand that because some of you are getting the class in mobiles, you may find it a little difficult to get the messages, but never mind, never mind. That may be a little bit hurdle for sure, but it never stop you learning. So don't forget, don't bother about the smallest mistake and smallest difficulties you must be having. You should come out of that. That is the best part of your life. Very good, students. So we will be meeting again tomorrow, and whatever the questions you must be having, you please keep with you. So we will be discussing in one day. Bye, students. So again we will be meeting tomorrow, same time, 9 o'clock.